Hey, Chief.
Cabrino.
Dead guy is one Robert Sullivan. U.S. Congressman from the land of 10,000 lakes.
Yeah, the medical marijuana guy.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it looks like he was robbed. Watch, money, cards, whatever other valuables he had on him are gone. Single gunshot wound to the back. We got a witness.
Who?
Buddy of yours.
Could you see or hear anything from the kitchen?
No, sorry.
And you were in the freezer when the shooting happened?
Yeah, I was doing inventory.
Teddy?
Any other kitchen personnel see anything?
I've seen a lot of things, Mannion, but I've never seen a man shot before.
You knew him, right?
Yeah, I know everybody. You know that?
Did you know the killer?
No.
But you saw what happened.
Yeah. So what happened? That's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what happened?
Honestly, Mannion, I can't remember anything in chronological order.
Well, just tell me what you do remember, and we'll get the order straight later.
Well, I had just finished making a night deposit. I parked the car and was coming down the alley. I heard this noise. It was a sound that ordinarily I would have run, but I was curious, so I continued. Turned the corner. He didn't see me. And when he finished, he ran right by me.
So what did he look like?
He was a little under 6 feet. Wore tennis shoes, jeans, one of those black windbreakers. And he was kind of heavy.
How heavy?
Well, not fat, but he definitely wasn't skinny.
Anything else?
Like what?
Did he have a limp? Was he a white guy, black guy? Did he have a hook, an eye patch?
I don't remember.
Nude photos of Florence Henderson? I don't know.
Okay. Okay, thank you for not making this any worse than it already is.
Well, I'm going to put you together with a sketch artist, and maybe that'll jog your memory.
Okay.
All right? Okay. So,
Florence.
Florence. I'm sorry. I'm going to need a sketch artist up here to work with Ms. Reed, and we'll need an extra desk, please.
Okie dokie.
Do I have any messages or anything? Florence?
Nothing you need to worry about, Chief. I'll let you know.
Yes, Chief Mannion's office. He's tied up.
Chief,
Yeah.
somebody got called to testify in the Giannini case. I want to put Cahill with Debrino on this.
She's working at undercover Capitol Hill, isn't she?
No, FBI moved in this morning. We're out.
All right, put Cahill with Debrino and then have him check with Sullivan's wife, find out what he was working on.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to get rude about it.
Nobody important, right?
Chief, if they want to get to you, they got to go through me.
Got it.
Detective, this is Olivia Cahill. She's going to be working with you on the Sullivan case. Kevin Debrino.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Think she's up to speed.
Can see that.
Good luck.
Thank you. Give me straight up coffee, will you?
By the way, the wife did it.
Well, that was easy. You go do the paperwork. I'm gonna go home.
Detective Cahill, I need your work.
Oh, that's right. I always forget. I'm sorry.
Hey, Goodman.
Hey, Debrino.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's a long story. It involves a wire, a judge, and the untimely arrival of several FBI agents, but you don't want to hear about that.
Actually, I sort of do. Is there something about this case you know and I don't, but maybe I should?
I know most victims of intimate homicide are killed by their spouses.
Oh, well, it's a no-brainer then, isn't it?
Right.
Right, look, I don't know what learning annex class you took to become a detective, but around
That'd
here...
be the LAPD, the Federal Training Center at Glencoe, and 2 years with Treasury. Why? Where'd you train, other than charm school, obviously? Don't worry, Detective. Working with me on this gig is the second smartest thing you'll ever do.
Oh, yeah? What's the smartest?
Not assuming you know better. Mrs. Sullivan, I'm Detective Cahill. Thank you for coming down and speaking with us.
Detective DeBrino.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
First, let me say that I'm so very sorry for your loss. I can only imagine what you must be feeling right now.
Thank you.
You understand we have to ask you some rather pointed questions, so if at any time it gets to be too much for you, just let me know. We can pick this up later.
Thank you, Detective.
Okay. Now, can you think of anyone who'd want to harm your husband?
No, everyone loved Robert. He was exceedingly popular with his constituents, especially the younger ones. I'm sure you heard about his push to have marijuana decriminalized for use with chemotherapy.
He took a lot of flack over it, didn't he? Did he have a special interest in it?
Yes. He'd had a bout with cancer in the late 80s. They said he never beat it, but he did.
Any problems in your marriage, Mrs. Sullivan?
You mean, was my husband having an affair? No. We were married for 23 years. There was no one else. For him or me.
Ella!
Yeah.
Did you read this article?
Which article?
I'll read it. Fluorescent lights. You know what they do to their bronze helmets? Ancient bronze helmets? Yeah. They destroy them. I mean, a month under fluorescent lights is equal to a year in the normal elements. It's destroying my helmet, not to mention what it's doing to my brain.
All right, let me take it, Chief. I'll handle it.
Thanks. Yeah, look. Very nice.
Thanks. Now, that presentation with the Alliance for a Safer D.C., they finally got approval for the statue they want to build.
Does Cutter know he's going to be immortalized?
Oh, yeah. You know, I might actually have seen that man smile, but he's got a right to be proud.
Well, wouldn't be happening if it weren't for you.
Chief Mannion, you got a moment?
Yeah.
Sketch artist. She thinks Teddy R is yanking her chain.
So, I would say just...
Really?
Maybe the eyes are just... I've told you everything I know, Mannion. Why are you torturing me like this?
It's not torture. I'm trying to help you.
Well, you're treating me like a suspect. I'm not a suspect all of a sudden, am I?
No. Why are you acting like one?
Okay, I'm going to take you through this one more time, and then that's it.
Thank you.
All right. So I parked my car around the corner like I always do, just at the edge there. I'm coming down the street. I walk into this part of the alley. I see the two men. The guy is in the process of robbing the congressman. Then he shot him.
Okay, where were you?
I was over here. Right here.
All right, so you saw everything from here.
Yes.
I'm the killer, right? I come down here, I shoot out to the alley. Now, 9 times out of 10, it's been my experience, I look back. I don't know, survival, instinct, pride. And when I turn around, I see you. You're right under the light. So why don't I come for you?
Man,
No, Teddy, you're lying to me.
why would I lie to you?
Why would you lie to me? Why? I don't know, and that's what bothers me. Yeah.
Don't look happy.
I don't like it when my friends lie to me, Joe. She has no idea what happened in that alley.
Yeah, but she knows who
Chief
does.
Mannion.
Florence?
The Speaker of the House called regarding Congressman Sullivan. You've had several calls from Victoria Montgomery of the Times. She's very pushy. And the mayor called to reschedule lunch.
Just give me the Speaker of the House first. No. I want to speak with Henry Gardini, NYPD.
Yes, sir.
Joe, why don't you make up a list of potential witnesses that were at Teddy R's that night?
You want to see if Teddy blinks?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I found out something very interesting from a friend of mine at the NYPD. The name Teddy Reed did not exist before 1985.
I didn't know there was a crime to changing your name.
In my experience, the crime has been committed before the name change.
Lois Pyburn. Wouldn't exactly open a restaurant now, would she, Mannion? Unless I'm doing pastries.
Boy, Lois Pyburn. Anything else I should know?
Plenty, but it's my business and it's best kept that way.
Mm-hmm. Teddy, you're covering for somebody now. Why is that?
Who was it that told you that the mayor of New York was going to fire the commissioner a week before it hit the papers?
Yeah, I think that was you.
What about that nutball Trish? Who warned you that she was a cop groupie?
Oh, that was you.
That would pull a gun on you if you weren't careful.
Well, now, a lot of people warned me about that.
Yeah, but I was the first, right?
Yeah, I think you were the first, yeah?
So, my information's good, right?
Except you're lying to me. Now, where does that put me?
Well, it wastes both of our time. And you've got everything you need.
No, I don't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
No.
You're just gonna have to trust me. You gotta go out there, and you gotta go do your job. Go get the bad guy.
Teddy, this dance that we're doing, I'm getting a little tired of it.
You never could follow my lead.
Because I'm not a follower.
You know what's wrong with our government, Debrino?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to tell me. Thank you.
It's run by people who are already rich and therefore probably corrupt, or people who aren't and therefore probably corruptible.
One of the more cynical views on politics I've heard lately. I hope you're not that cynical about life.
Life is politics. You figure it out.
Speaking of life, we should check and see if Sullivan has a life insurance policy and who's the beneficiary.
Way ahead of you.
May I help you?
Yes, Detectives Debrino, Cahill, MPD.
Hey.
I'm Adine Kirkham. I worked with the congressman for 17 years.
What's going on here?
The congressman's attorney asked that we close up the office and seal his congressional files.
Ms. Kirkham, we're in the middle of a murder investigation. Did it ever occur to you we may need these documents?
I'm sorry, I'm just following orders.
Who's the attorney?
Chester Glass.
We'll talk to him.
Please, if there's anything I can do.
Any idea who may have wanted him dead?
The congressman was a good man. It's inconceivable that this could be anything other than random.
Thank you for your time. We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Before I get on with the presentation, I have to say that none of this could have happened without the blessing of Chief Mannion and the indispensable aid of Ms. Ella Farmer. Ten years ago, crack was tearing this town apart. The murder rate in our city was higher than that of every European capital combined. But even during that dark time, the MPD provided Washington with some of the most heroic moments that any of us will ever see. Like the Christmas gang truce, or the Serrano drug bust, or the unforgettable image of 3 of DC's bravest, saving 3 little girls from a hostage situation. It's in the spirit of those events that the Alliance has chosen to dedicate this statue to all the men and women of the force who serve this city so courageously.
How'd it go with the statue, people?
No good deed goes unpunished.
What happened?
Well, let's just say that Cutter will not be immortalized, but his shorter Asian cousin will.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry about it. I'm on it. You're asking if I knew they were going to replace you and Officer Jones with that Rainbow Gap ad. No, I didn't. You know I would have screamed bloody murder.
So what are we going to do about it?
I'm not sure there's anything we can do. The Alliance has dedicated a lot of time and money to building a statue honoring all of the MPD. One of their goals being to help recruit more female and minority officers.
At the expense of the cops who are already here.
I am not excusing what they did. I'm just trying to tell you what their rationale was, and it wasn't malicious. And I'll be talking to them, and I will try and get this right.
Well, thank you. But talk or no talk, I'm not letting that statue go forward.
Cutter, please. Trust me. I'm going to fix this.
I'm sorry, Miss Farmer. But any more meetings you have, I'm going to be there. And so will my lawyer.
Hey, Ray.
Hey.
We just wanted to say we're with you. Those statue people don't know their from a hole in the ground.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
They say they want to inspire people, but what's more inspirational than the truth? You guys are the true heroes. We know that.
Thank you.
We got something for you.
We're with you. Get it?
You think this is funny? You give one of these to Jones's widow? I mean, how funny would she think it was?
That went well.
Detectives, walk with me. Come on. Where are we at?
Well, looking at Sullivan's voting record, he consistently fought energy and logging interests. Then, day before yesterday, he flip-flops. He cast a swing vote allowing logging in the boundary waters, which opens up the way for development in 2 national parks nearby.
What made him change his mind?
We don't know. We're not likely to find out since his lawyer had most of his files shredded.
Well, personally, I think it's a waste of time to look past the wife.
Why's that?
Well, Sullivan's $2.5 million life insurance policy was set to expire in less than a month. His wife is the sole beneficiary. He died before it expired, so she got it all. But if he'd died after, she'd have gotten nothing.
You were going to share this with me at some point, right?
I just did.
What about the congressman's lawyer? You get a name?
Yeah, Chester Glass.
All right. Let's stay with the wife, see where it takes us, but let's not downplay the political motive. Lifelong environmentalist reverses his field 2 days before he's murdered. There might be something. Go to work. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Got information. Next time I want to know about it before we go, okay?
Okay. You're arrogant and patronizing. Is that enough information for you?
Look, I know you find me attractive, and you're conflicted by what to do about it. Hey, I feel the vibe, but don't take it out on me by not sharing evidence. That's just not cool.
Do you know how annoying you are?
You're still here, aren't you?
Mr. Glass? Chief Mannion, sir.
Welcome, Chief.
How do you do?
Forgive me. Dirty hands.
Ah, is that a confession?
That's right. I better be very careful. I've heard you're quite the policeman.
Yeah, The funny thing is, I've heard practically nothing about you. Why is that?
Oh, well, I wilt in the spotlight. It's my clients who thrive in it.
Uh-huh. Like Congressman Sullivan.
The congressman was more than my client. He was my friend for 19 years.
Oh. Well, then maybe you can tell me why, 2 days before he's murdered, he decides to vote yes on logging in his beloved boundary waters. Why would he do that?
You, think there might be a connection?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to prove because the files were shredded pretty much before his body was cold. You know what I mean?
I hate to shock you, Chief, but clients don't share everything with their lawyers. Just like good friends don't. You know, I've been around long enough, Chief, to know that sometimes a tragic event is just that. Regardless of what some conspiracy theorist might wish it to be. Now, take Teddy R's. It's been a haven for years, a place where we could tell our secrets, not worry if walls had ears. But I guarantee you there's not a single person in this town who eats lunch who relishes the idea of Teddy R being on the stand in this case.
Okay. Oh. Nice chatting with you. I'll show myself out.
Don't look so dramatic, Marion. Whatever you think could have happened didn't. I'm here. And I'm fine.
Is she fine?
She's gonna be okay. And she certainly is lucky.
I was born lucky. Thanks, Don.
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I'm going home.
What? No, Teddy. Yeah, this guy's gonna try again.
Not if you catch him first.
Can't catch him unless you help me.
I can't help you catch him.
Why don't you just tell me the truth, Lois?
Teddy.
Jody?
Chief Mannion. I need to talk to you. I'm the one who saw the murder, not Teddy.
The murderer, you got a good look at him?
Pretty good. Yeah, I was hanging out on that staircase in the alley just having a smoke, and that's when I saw them come around the corner. I got a bad feeling, you know, the second I saw that guy. I wanted to do something, but I was afraid to move. I thought he'd hear me. The guy with the gun went straight at the congressman. It made him hand over his wallet, his watch. I couldn't really hear what they were saying, but the congressman turned around and he just dropped. And the guy who shot him just took off. He turned right and headed down the alleyway. I got a real good look at him.
So you can identify him.
Yeah.
And you're willing to testify?
Yeah. If you promise to protect me. You can't imagine what my husband is capable of. The rage.
She went to the police. Got a restraining order. Piece of paper couldn't hold that guy back.
He routinely abused my children.
Twice he locked us all in the house and threatened to burn it down.
So you took the children and ran?
Yeah, I just left everyone and went underground. I was really lucky to find Teddy. She's been my savior.
Now do you understand why I did what I did? They're gonna find her now. Murder, a lone witness. Picture's gonna be on the front of every newspaper. There's gonna be news media sitting on her stoop.
Well, I'll give you all the help that I can.
Everything you can, or everything within the law?
Now, Teddy, let's not be talking about the law here. I mean, you obstructed justice. You single-handedly almost derailed the investigation, you know? Huh? Jody, you trust me?
I trust you.
Ella, we spent a year making this statue happen. Now you're bailing out.
I'm sure we can come to some sort of compromise.
This is a compromise. Sergeant Cutter ordering us to start over is not. I don't think you realize what starting over entails. When they say it takes an act of Congress, they aren't joking. Look, Sergeant, the goal of this statue was not to honor one actual moment, but to show the spirit of what all cops are capable of.
I understand that. But this was an actual event. I got the scar to prove it.
Okay, look. The soldiers depicted in the Korean Memorial or in the Second Vietnam Memorial, they aren't real people. Even though tens of thousands of real people did the exact same things that are depicted in those statues.
But the people who raised the flag at Iwo Jima, it was captured on film, only once. Build this without my client's authority, and that's appropriation of personality.
Now, let's be reasonable. If someone were making money from this, I would agree with your argument, but this is a tribute. No one is getting anything out of it.
Yeah? The photographer who took this shot won a Pulitzer Prize. This sculptor is going to make a career off of this. And you get to drive by, point and say, look at what I did for the cops. Everyone is getting something out of this, except for the cops who risked their lives. We'll just be erased.
So you admit this is all about you?
Hold on, Tom. You replaced 2 officers. Officer Frank Jones died in the line 4 years ago.
Yeah, it looks like you've already forgotten him.
Ella, the Alliance for a Safer D.C. has been there when the MPD needed us. When accusations of brutality surfaced, we went to the wall for you. When you needed an extra $250,000 for recruitment and retention, we raised it. Nobody I work with has ever asked for personal credit because we understood that we were part of something bigger. Now, if you and Chief Mannion can't see that this is about more than one disgruntled officer, then our days of helping the department are over.
Sullivan's autopsy report. His cancer was back big time. Coroner estimates he had a few months to live, tops.
So what, you think Mrs. Sullivan decided to rush things along?
Well, she knew her husband was going to die, but not soon enough for her to collect on his insurance policy, so she sped up the clock. Just follow the money, DeBrino.
$2.5 million insurance policy versus a $40 million resort development in northern Minnesota. I know which one I'd follow.
I'm right about the wife. Did you just get all these numbers from the attacker's phone?
Yeah, why?
That's Sullivan's home number. And why do I think the killer wasn't talking to the victim?
We'll know when we know, won't we? Until then, we don't know, do we?
Are you always this contrary?
Apparently.
You're Dr. Konstantin Papadopoulos.
That's right.
The leading expert on Corinthian helmets.
Not as much competition for that title as you might think.
Well, it's 2,000 years old, and Is it even possible to fix something like this? I mean, fix it so it looks like it was never broken?
Well, the bad news is I can't fix it. The good news is I can get you a new one for $300. This is a fake.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Trust me on this one.
It's a fake? Might as well have taken it out of a cereal box. The question is, do I tell him it's a fake? Or do I just get it fixed, stick it on a stand, and hope he never notices?
He's lived this long with the illusion. Why burst his bubble?
I can't lie to the man, Nancy.
He didn't ask you to authenticate it, did he?
No.
So, how would you be lying to him?
Because I know it's a fake.
Ella, he asked you to protect the helmet from the elements. That's what you're doing. You just didn't protect it from your floor.
That phone belonged to Cartwright Transship?
Yeah. One of ours.
Who does it belong to?
It's a company fault. Drivers sign them out. At least they're supposed to.
I'm gonna need a list of all your drivers.
Forget it. Based on what? You found a cell phone in a gutter? So what?
Mr. Cartwright, I got 3,900 cops that work for me. Good cops that know that issuing traffic citations is not always the best use of their time. Unless I tell them it is. Then they can be downright aggressive about things. You understand me? Good.
He's not here. Take your time. Wait. That's him.
You sure?
Yes. He didn't have a mustache, but yeah, that's him.
Martin Purcell. Let's go get him.
Out in the van, Marty.
Turn around, sunshine. Hands on the van. Feet back. Come on. Cuff and tail.
I guess you already know what this is about, huh?
According to the cell phone records, the day of the murder, Purcell made a call to Congressman Sullivan's home.
Wife looks good for it, Chief. Big insurance pays out, appropriately broken up over his murder.
So you don't buy that?
Not 100%. Purcell also called the congressman's cell phone, which means... I don't know what it means.
Were you going to share that with me at some point?
I just did.
The guy wanted me to do it. He paid me to kill him. I know it doesn't make sense. It was like assisted suicide. The guy, he wanted me to kill him.
Well, how did you get a hold of him? Or, I mean, did he call you? How'd that work? Martin, did somebody put a bug in your ear?
Sullivan called me.
Yeah. The name Glass mean anything to you? No? I'm sorry, I didn't...
Sullivan paid me the money. Said he was dead anyway, and this way his wife and family would be taken care of by his insurance. I did the guy a favor. I should get a medal. Everybody won.
You want a medal? He wants a medal.
Yeah, we'll get him a big shiny one.
There you go. Hey, Martin, what are you like listed in the yellow pages or something? Because you said that the congressman called you. So how's he get your number? Huh? Yeah.
You know, you weren't exactly right either, so don't get all cocky.
Hey, did I say I was?
I can read it in your body language.
Did I say you could read my body language?
You didn't say I couldn't. See you around.
Thanks, Dave. Would you mind hanging around? I don't know if I'm going to be able to find my way back.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Chief?
Oh, hi. This place is big. And it's hot. It's so hot in here.
What can I do for you, Chief?
I have a theory, Mr. Glass. Your friend, Congressman Sullivan, friends for 19 years, figures he's sick. He knows he's going to die. He's going to kill himself. But he knows that if he does that, the insurance company isn't going to pay the money. So he calls his friend, Mr. Glass, right? And gets a name from him, somebody that'll kill him. And his friend gives him that name. And you even paid cash for him to have it done, didn't you? The only thing you asked in return was a favor. You asked him to change a vote on a bill that was very important to him. You asked him to vote yes on that logging deal in Minnesota.
Now, why would I care about that?
Well, I think because another one of your clients is the CEO of Techco Industries.
Techco makes flannel pajamas, Chief.
Oh, God. Jammies, yeah. But the same CEO is a major shareholder in the Bartlett Corporation, and the Bartlett Corporation is a resort community developer, right? And they got a lease or an option on this 50,000 acres of woodland. And guess where?
I have no idea.
Hint, prime timberland. Come on. Northern Minnesota. You see how it works?
Chief, I think you've seen too many movies.
You're right. But I'm also right about you, Mr. Glass.
Anything else I can help you with?
You know him?
No.
I'll give you a hint. Martin. Last name, Purcell. Martin Purcell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh. Anyway, I'll come back when I can link you guys up. Nice talking to you. There you go. David?
Yes, sir.
Hi. Dan. It's a left here, isn't it? Up here?
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. You need something?
No. No, just putting the helmet back. There it was. 2,000 years. The helmet's a fake, Chief. I accidentally broke it.
No. No. You didn't break the helmet.
I got a hold of a guy from the Smithsonian to come and fix it, and he said it wasn't authentic.
A friend of mine gave it to me.
Uh-huh. Where'd he get it? I mean, did you ever wonder how he got a hold of a 2,000-year-old artifact?
Yeah, I know it's a fake. But Ellie, you know what this represents.
Yeah, I know. It's just like the one that Pericles wore.
No, Leonidas. The battle of Thermopylae Pass. 500 Spartans defending the pass against, I don't know, 1 million Persians. And Leonidas wore this helmet. Right? And it represents honor, strength, and sacrifice. And they built statues all over Greece to him, and on every statue, you see that helmet. The helmet of Leonidas on them. They're not broken either. Where do you stand on this cop statute?
We do need a statue to honor police officers. But if you're going to use a real event, represent the real police officers.
Okay, let's give them a call.
Who?
The Alliance for a Safer D.C., that's who.
And tell them what?
We'll tell them the truth. We'll tell them we don't have enough minorities on the force. They're right, but they can help us out. They got people that do that. In the meantime, we get a statue for these cops. My God, they did a wonderful, great thing.
All right. I'll get them on the phone.
Good. Hello. The fake helmet? Our secret?
My lips are sealed.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Good evening.
Hey. You're not going to handcuff me, are you?
Well, what a delightful thought. Thank you. No. Here.
What's that?
Take a look. So I've got this friend. He owns a jazz place outside of New Orleans, Lake Pontchartrain. The music's good, but the food.
It's for Jody.
On one condition. You do not let it get around that I am a soft touch.
Thank you.
So, you ever hear from that guy in Boston?
I told you don't need to know about that.
If he ever shows up, you call me.
You're a lot smarter than you look, you know.
I've heard that.
Hey, you hungry?
No, Cujo's hungry. See you?
See you.
Would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Promise?
Yeah?
Don't ever lie to me again.